It is August the 8th. It is Saturday. I've been sucking vlogging this month. I said I wanted to be consistent the whole month, and it just went out the window. So, what's been going on is I have just been so down, so freaking depressed. I think yesterday I kind of started to feel a little bit better. I don't really know what is going on with me. As you see, I still ain't did nothing with that stuff on this table. Like, I don't know. At this point, I don't even want to talk about it no more. But anyway, I got up today. I had some errands to run. Last night, me and a friend that I had when I was in school, when I was in high school, we met up yesterday and we just hung out for a little bit. She had knee surgery and I think she's in her like fourth week from her surgery. I think she had it in June. Yeah, she's like a month in after her knee surgery. So she had been in the house or whatever, other than like going to appointments or whatever. So we were on the phone and we just decided to go hang out. She likes to smoke cigars or whatever, so we went to the cigar lounge that was in Winston-Salem. That was the first time I ever went there. You know, if it's, if you're a smoker or you're a drinker, it's, what it is. It was a nice little crowd in there. It was mostly older people. And the thing that shocked me so much was it was a lot of women. Like, to me, when I think of cigar lounge, I'm thinking men. I'm not thinking women. But I should have known women go there because, why would we go in there if women don't go there? But anyway, it was a nice little crowd in there. My friend had a good time, so she was like excited, because she hadn't been in a minute, or at least before she had her surgery or whatever. And she, like I said, she had been in the house other than going to like her appointments or whatever. So we met this guy in there. His name is Tank. He has an amazing social media following, and he had really, great conversation. It wasn't like, nobody was trying to hit on nobody or nothing like that. It was just like a conversation. And, of course I had never been there. So like they got these bar stools and the bar stools are up like really high. And I was gonna sit down, but then I was like, nah, and it wasn't really, anything that I would do, but, I'm supporting my friend. So we sat down in some chairs that they had. Like, it's like a casual environment. They had like couches and stuff that you would like have at home or something. So we sat down and there was a guy that was already sitting there, and for a minute he didn't say nothing, and then finally he was like, he just looked at me and said, "You don't drink or smoke." And I was like, "How you know that?" He was like, "One, because you don't have a cigar. Two, because you're drinking water." I was like, "How you know that's water?" He was like, "You could look at it and tell it was water." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Oh, so I really look like I don't fit in." He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, wow." And then, we just had like conversation, me, him, and my friend. Like, we was all of us was just having a conversation. And then we decided to go ahead and leave. So we go out and get him in my truck. And while he came out there to show us like his car, he had a Charger. He just came outside to show us his car. Like, cause like he was kind of like bragging on himself. He was like he was a truck driver. He do this, he do that. He treat women like, you know, they queens or whatever. He don't just necessarily give, but if they ask him, you know, he's more than willing to help and all that. So we was just conversating, but we left, and he had already said he was gonna stay there a little bit, and then he would be leaving or whatever. And he said he didn't live in Winston. So we was like, oh, okay. So we just, you know, paid the tab and left. As soon as we get in there, like we had just sat down in the truck, here he come out, walking to his car, and he didn't even go in his car or nothing. He just went to the car and like act like he was gonna open the door, and maybe like he remembered what he came out there for, he already had. But he was really just trying to show us his charger. Now, don't get me wrong, that mug was nice, but it was not worth all that, because nobody was even thinking about him like that. Not me, no way. But anyway, so today I had, like I said, I had some errands to run. Then I went to get some gas. But for the last week or so, I've been in a funky mood. Like I have not been inspired or none of that. I ain't been none of that. So I don't know. So I seen this TikTok from Lily, yours truly. And you know I love my girl. I don't know her personally, but that's my Libra sister, right? And she was saying about she's a Libra, but she's this type of Libra, and I guess on her, according to her, like her birthday or whatever. And I have never been into stuff like that. I've never really got into it. Like, I used to read the horoscopes and stuff, but then I stopped doing that. But I went and I looked up like the type of Libra that I am, and a lot of it really resonated with my life, you know, how I be feeling and stuff like that. So I was like shocked. So I think I'm gonna really start looking into that, because that might have something to do with these little mood swings I be going through. Cause I keep saying I'm going through the change, but I don't know. But it might be true, because now my cycle has totally stopped. Like, I haven't had a cycle in 2 months. And I'm definitely not pregnant because, you know, I haven't been doing nothing. So, I don't know. So, it may be that I am going through the change. I don't know. I'm 53. I'll be 54 in October. But I don't know. So it has totally stopped. I done stocked up on all these essentials for your menstrual cycle, and now I ain't even had one in 2 months. But it did that before, and then it came back. But this time it don't seem like it's coming back. I don't know. I don't know when people actually stop their cycle. Some people say 55, and some people say it's been, you know, it goes long. It can go longer. I don't know, but I know I'm glad I don't have it, and I just need to figure out like what is going on with my mood, because I cannot stay in good spirits for nothing. It just seems like every time I just go into a slump. I don't know what it is, but anyway, I am home, and I think I'm just clean up. That's it. I'm not gonna do anything today. I'm just, I don't know. So it's gonna be just one of them days. I'll just be home chilling, doing nothing. But I wanted to get on here because I have been sucking at vlogging. My hair looks awful. I have not figured out like really what I want to do with it. Like I kind of just want to cut it all off and just start all over. Like they say when women going through slumps or whatever, they cut their hair off. I want to do that. I really want to do that. But I don't think I go like short pixie type because my head too big. And it seemed like, my emotions are all over the place. So I'm carrying like weight or whatever in my face, and my face looks so freaking fat. So I've been wearing my hair down, but I think I need to wear it up so it'll slim my face down a little bit, because like look, my face still fat, but it looks a little slimmer in the camera, opposed to when I have it down like that, my face look real big, real big. So I don't know. I haven't been taking my vitamins, nothing. I just haven't been doing nothing. Like I've been going to my office and stuff like that, but that's only because, I don't have no choice, because if I don't go to work, then ain't no money coming. And that's a whole nother story right there. That's a whole big mess right there. Like, I ain't even gonna get into that because I'll probably start crying if I get into that. But it is what it is. Life gonna do what it do. Life, no matter what, life is gonna do what it does, and that is life. I wish I would have vlogged when I was in the cigar lounge, y'all. I really do, because like it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like I don't know where you guys live, but if they got a cigar lounge, when I tell you it is crazy. Like, when I think of a cigar lounge, I think of like men in they suits just, in there smoking or whatever. But these people was like in, regular. Like, they just chilling. Like they chilling at the house, smoking, you know what I'm saying? And got them a little drink, chilling at the house or something. But everybody was nice. They was friendly. Everybody spoke. The bartenders or whatever, they was really, really nice. When you come in, like you got to check in or whatever. And then they got this big old cigar room. Like I should have vlogged that just to, show like, wow. Like they had so many freaking cigars in there. It was crazy. They had I don't know about drinks, but my friend said that they didn't have like a lot of different liquors. Like they probably had like, the old heads liquors. They ain't have no like middle-aged people liquor type thing. So they had that old aged stuff like that. But it was a good time. And then after that, we went to downtown Winston-Salem, and we went to this little hole in the wall bar, which, I don't drink or smoke. I was just, with her. And then while we was in the second bar, it was like a little hole in the wall. You walk in and you can't do nothing but walk back out because it's just a little hole in the wall. But she got a drink or whatever, and while she was getting a drink, I saw another classmate that I had not seen in over, like, I know it had to be like 40 years. I have not seen this lady. And I saw her. She was in there with her nephew and his fiance. So it was nice to see her again. And, she was like, you haven't changed a bit. Girl, yes, I have changed. Stop lying. Because I was never this big when we was in school. My face was never this old looking, and I definitely didn't have this gray. So, yes, I have changed. But her facial features are still the same. She was like, I knew your face as soon as you walked in the door. Like, I knew. But she was like, I didn't want to just come up and say something to you. And I'm thinking, okay, you didn't want to just come up and say nothing to me, but that's exactly what you did. You know, you you did exactly what you said you did not want to do. But it was fine. Like, you know, it's good to see my classmates because so many of them have passed. It's like ridiculous. So it was good to see her. I recognized her right away. I recognized who she was right away. As soon as she tapped me, I knew exactly who she was. But anyway, that's all I got going on. I ain't got nothing really going on. I got to get back into blogging, get back into picking up this camera and doing what I need to do. I appreciate each and every one of you that decided to hit that subscribe button to be a part of my journeys, whichever journey I'm on at the time. Because you know I switch up in a minute. But whichever journey I am on at the time, I thank each and every one of you for following me and coming along for the ride. I do have an event coming up. Me and my business partner, we have an event at that same place, Whiskey Taps and Tales. On the, I think it's the 27th. I think it's August 27th. And it is a networking event for a business owner. So if you are a business owner and you want to network and have some fun, in the meantime, come on out and join us. We're going to have a time. But so I have that going on. Nothing else major going on. I don't have no trips or nothing planned. Yeah, so just trying to live life the best way I can. So I will see you guys in a bit. Well, not in a bit. I may come back on. If I do something else, I'll come back on. If not, I will see you tomorrow. Because tomorrow, I got to do something. I don't know what, but I got to do something. So I'll see you then. Hey guys, it is August the 12th. It is a Wednesday. I am at home. I've been up for a good while. I had some errands to run this morning. I had to go get the tag for my car. Well, not the tag, the sticker that goes on the tag. I did that this morning, and thank God when I went to the DMV, there was no line. I just went in there. I think it was like 2 people in front of me, and I got my sticker and I left. Then after I got my sticker, I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. So I just came home. I laid down for like maybe 30 minutes. I could not fall asleep for anything. I did not sleep last night. I have not been sleeping. I don't know what's heavy on my mind, but I just have not been sleeping. So I have that same networking event that I go to every Wednesday. That is today. It's about 2:00 now, and I really don't feel like going. I just have on a t-shirt and my little work pants. I really just don't feel like going, but you know, you gotta show up. So I'm going to do that, and if I do anything else, I will see you guys later. Guys, so I went to Dario's. I got a hot dog. Well, it's a combo. It's 2 hot dogs, some fries, and a Mountain Dew. So I am outside of the networking event that I am going to. Well, meeting rather, that I go to. I'm just gonna sit here and eat right quick. It is a beautiful day. The sun is shining. We've been having so much freaking rain, but the sun is shining. I'm in better spirits than I've been in the last couple of days. So that's good. I think that rain be doing something to me. I don't know. It be doing something to me. But I'm going to eat, and I'll let y'all know how it is after I eat it.